scientists. I've had a few questions about the data table and how to do that for the science inquiry project. So I'm going to kind of show you a couple examples, but again, it all depends on your question. So I would have at least like 5 to 10 data points. Sometimes you need less than that. Again, it's all depending on your question. So I'm going to show an example that I did with number of hours of sleep. So say I'm doing something where I'm testing how many hours of sleep I have, okay? And then maybe I'm going to link that to my focus the next day. So I had someone wanting to do something maybe with how they felt focused the next day. I would record my times I went to bed, times I woke up, and the total hours of sleep. Okay, if I'm then testing my focus, I would then have something where how maybe some kind of how I felt that day with focus and kind of rate it. So that would be something else you would need to kind of look into it. Again, it all depends on what you're testing. So in this case, I'm doing something with number of hours of sleep. So I put the dates here. I put a time, okay, that I went to bed, time I woke up, and then the total hours, okay? And I did that for maybe 7 days, okay? I don't have my last one, but maybe I went to bed at 9:30 and woke up at 5:30, and then I would record my hours. It all depends on your sleep, okay, for this type of data table. Another one, I think I just took a few pictures of some. So here's one off of my a previous student. This one says height of plants in inches. They put the date, and then they probably used a ruler for each separate plant and figured out the height, okay? And so for plant 1, 2, 3, so plant 1, maybe, I don't know what this actual project was, but maybe plant 1, they were watering it with water. Maybe plant 2, they were watering it with soda water, and maybe plant 3, they were using sugar water. I don't know exactly what they did in real life. But as you see on the left, they put a date. They put plant 1, and they had measured it with a ruler. They put 2.5 for the number of inches. Plant 2 was 2 inches, and plant 3 was 3 inches. Okay, and then as each day progressed, they put in the height. Okay, if I was doing plants, I would probably do 2 or 3 days in between each measurement. Okay, let me show you one more example because I see Mrs. Sanchez waiting for me here. So let me do one more example, and then that should be enough to tell you kind of how we do these data tables. So here's one where they were measuring the length of a battery time, and they had a cold battery and a normal battery. They should have done one more, maybe a battery that had been sitting in the sun or something. And then they just took every 5 minutes. They saw how fast the battery went down. So after 5 minutes, the cold battery was 92%. The normal one was at 97%. Then after 10 minutes, the normal battery was 90%, and the normal one was 96%. So again, they had to do this separately. So this was the same phone. One had a cold battery in it, and then they timed it as it was playing a movie or something. And then they waited till the battery was charged to normal again, and then they measured it. Okay, so this might have been, I think this was, they probably put the whole phone maybe in the fridge to get that cold. I'm not sure. And then normal, they just left it out for a while until it got back to a normal temperature. Okay, if you have any other questions on data tables, you got to see like 3 examples here. Let me know if you need assistance with creating your own data table for your own question. Have a great rest of your night.